Hi everybody, welcome to episode 8 of RMU Club Hockey Live in another brand new room. We're in the conference room this time, our new permanent location, I believe, hopefully for the near future. But today I got two members of the forward core on the D4 team, the freshman and Brandon Lindsey.
That's me.
And the senior, who finished in top 5 in points last season, Mr. Nate Barr.
Way to go.
Yeah. Boys, welcome to the pod. This weekend, for the third time, you guys have to go back to Carnegie Mellon, a team that hasn't won much. They almost beat Kiehl a couple weeks ago, so they're not.
Doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, completely out of the water yet. But for you guys, going back to seeing your first actual league game against them, does it make it a little different going into this game for CMU, or is it the same mindset as the first two?
Me personally, no. No. The first time was my first college game. I was terrified. Won't lie. Second time, I had the absolute beauty of sitting in the box because I had just landed for my flight back from home. I was not playing. I couldn't do it. My legs were done. I was like, oh, okay, I'll just sit in the box. And then Donnelly got hurt. But yeah, they are horrible. Respectfully, though, they try hard. So, they got that going for them. Never deny the effort, but sorry, it's unfortunate.
For me, I would say probably just a little bit, give a solid answer here, but it's a league game, nothing that matters towards playoffs. Plus, we beat them twice now, so you got to believe there's a little bit inside every one of them wants to beat the crap out of us, but I'd say not too much, though.
Too bad.
Yeah.
For us, preparation-wise, obviously, you gotta treat every game like it matters, but it's a team we've beat pretty handily both times, so I think not too much different.
Have we lost to them at all?
Mm.
I think Bubs was saying that.
There was
in a scrimmage.
One close
scrimmage
time
game,
existed.
and we don't talk about who was in that for that game. It was me.
It might have been someone in this room.
It might have been Andrew. Sorry, Andrew.
There's more to that story, though. So
Yeah.
Don't want to really put that on the podcast, but there is more.
That's wild.
Yeah. There's one player on CMU that your team loves to mention every time they come on here, and that is the Southwest California kid from UCLA.
Oh, brother. That guy's a piece of work. I need to bring him on the podcast. We'll just call him up. Make the drive over here. He's I've seen him twice, and actually the first time I saw him was first time meeting him. Dude, he started talking to me. I was like, what are you saying right now? What are you?
Who are you?
Literally, who are you? I don't know who you are. You don't know who I am. That's great. But nobody does. But what are you talking about? He just starts yapping on the ice. It's just he has good hands. He's actually very shifty. I respect him as a player.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I respect everyone as a person. So I respect him as a person too. But I can still judge you, and I was judging him pretty hard. It was rough, America. Let me tell you, it was rough.
He's got some mitts on him, but he's pretty shifty. So
Definitely the lone player probably on CMU to look out for
yeah,
this weekend.
I'd say so, yeah.
Go back to the Kiehl game. I'll start off with Brandon.
Uh-oh.
First goal of the game, they give it you for the credit, even though you were staying at center ice away from the play. But you got credit for the goal for a minute there until we changed it away from you. But you got a point on it at least. So
I should have.
We gave you the point.
Thank you. Because that play was not designed at all like that. I had the puck on the wing, and I saw Donnelly. Usually in practice, I like to not look at where I'm passing. But I lost the puck, and I was like, yikes, I'm pretty bad. So then I had to stick hand on my way out of it. I did a few quick stick handles. I flipped my hips, and I gave it to him anyway, and he was not ready. I was like, oh, it's unfortunate. It went in the net, though, so I was like, oh, that's exciting. And then they gave me the goal, and I was like, oh, it's not mine. It's not mine. The puck clearly was not from me in the net. It happens, though. Shout out to the refs. Great job that game. Great communication from both sides. Yep, for sure. Shout out my man Bucci. Had no clue where he was going. But hey, the game concluded. Got the result we needed.
I'll say
10-1 is crazy.
10-1 is crazy. 10-1 is crazy.
That's unfortunate for them, though. Long trip home. Yikes.
I'll say, Barr, you've experienced what Kiehl could be. They've obviously changed a lot in the last couple of months.
Sure.
But the whole Bucci thing with him going off and your assist going to somebody who was on the bench, including Mitch Clement, I believe one of the Conleys. So that was an overall pretty fun game. But the Bucci thing was kind of interesting because you said that your entire bench had no idea what was happening during that sequence.
There's maybe like one or two people. I don't even know if Boss was one of the one or two people that knew what was happening. Like I said, the referees talked to Riff, and like he came back to the bench, and like I think he maybe told Bubs, and then everybody else, like I said, Wolfie came over to the side of the bench and was like, "Hey, like is Bucci coming back out? Like he's halfway undressed back there. Like what are we doing here?"
And then the start of the third period, we just see number 11 make his way out onto the ice. We're like, what is he doing? And then 24 from Cadeyn comes over from the left side, and we're like, okay, he's playing, but Bucci's not. Like, we don't know what's happening on the ice right now.
It's a rough scene.
The ref was okay. They once again, just like CMU, try their hardest. Just the performance just doesn't happen to show.
Just like CMU.
They just gotta get some reps.
It's early in the season. We're good.
Yeah.
Early in the season, everyone's just getting their feet wet. We're good here. Calu's bench only had like 7 people on it. It's okay compared to your 17.
You have 17 guys on the bench. That's actually absurd.
No, I'm just saying.
Close enough.
Well, it is pretty close. What, 14?
There's nowhere to sit. I'll tell you that much. There's nowhere to
I
sit.
was gonna say one person has to stand in the back.
You either stand or there's like 2 people sitting. The people that come off the ice sometimes get a spot to sit. Sometimes you're just like, oh, gonna stand at the end of the line, I guess.
Oh my God! When we went to Erie, Penn State Barr, that was horrible. There was actually was it the first game or second game? There was literally a beam in the middle of our bench. It was so bad. It was so bad.
Yes.
Yeah, because you had to like meander. That's the best word. You had to meander around the beam, and like it wasn't a great placement to be honest. But you know, hey.
And the benches weren't big either.
Oh, they were.
That didn't help. It was small, and there was an interruption in the bench. That was kind of rough.
Interruption.
Yeah, the door was in the middle of the bench. Yeah, there was like the beam, a door, and then another door.
Cost us about 2 penalties.
How does that make sense?
That's what cost us the penalties for too many men.
Nobody could get in the bench or out of the bench.
Yeah, you'd have to wait for the person to get off or wait for them to get on, and then you'd have to like go through the door.
Jump over top of them.
Somebody was catching a
The
skate.
locker situation as well was absolutely stupendous.
That was crazy. 2 rooms.
2 rooms. At one point, we thought we had 3. And then, ladies and gentlemen, Nathan Cavada, who you had the pleasure of watching not the last podcast, but the last podcast before the last one. Bear with me, I apologize.
The schedule off in the...
Yeah. Covey has this $1,000 speaker, and I would know a lot about it because I have the pleasure of driving him to our games and to everywhere. It was a pain to get on the bus, and he cares about it a lot because, I mean, hey, it's $1,000. So it's fair. It shakes the whole building. My heart goes out to everyone that lives in Madison. They have gotten many complaints about it. It's fair. That speaker was not in any room. It was in the hallway of both locker rooms. And there are multiple, like, the public is playing broom ball. And, you know, hey, ladies and gentlemen.
Broom ball was pretty sick.
Broom ball was pretty sick. I highly recommend. I will never be playing in my life. Never be playing in my life. But hey, it's fun to watch.
Yeah, it's a pretty fun sport to watch.
I gotta ask. We talked about before the pod started a story of you guys going to CMU and Mr. Cavado being your passenger princess, the GPS boy next to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, so if you don't know, I'm not from here.
We'll get to that after this.
To contrary belief, I don't know where anything is here. I try to figure it out, but with college, you know, I'm an academic weapon, so I stay in class. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm not driving downtown. I love the city. I had a chance to see it the other day on Veterans Day at night. Really pretty. Not going there ever again. The roads make no sense. There's always construction.
Yep.
And with that, I don't like that. There's a lot of hills here. Where I come from, I don't know if you know this. I won't say it out loud. But there's no hills. I can't stand it. But hey, we were driving, and I was like, hey, this is great. Covey's my GPS because he's from Pittsburgh. That's nice. He was queuing up songs on my phone of Jermaine Cole, and I was like, that's great. That's wonderful. What exit am I taking? Because I can't see my GPS because he has my phone. and he's just jamming out, and the exit's coming up, and we miss our exit. Granted, shout out to my mom, Miss Lindsey. She prepared me for this, and she was like, always leave and prepare for something bad to happen, like traffic or you miss an exit. We missed the exit, so spun back around. It was great. Hit some construction. I was 2 hands on the wheel, straight up, driving. And it was so bad that Covey finally looked over, put my phone into my cup holder because I don't have a place to put it. Put the GPS on, rerouting. Who would have thought? And then, I was just hoping I was going somewhere, right? And he looked over, saw I was in a panic, turned the music down, and we just sat in silence till I got there. It was
Solid trip.
It was solid trip. Great trip back too. I didn't know where I was going once again, and he was just yapping the entire time. I'm like, hey, that's great.
Where am I going?
Where I'm going.
Because the GPS takes you one way, but it won't take you back the same way you came.
Yeah.
So I kind of need a little bit of a GPS help. And he's like, oh, we can go to my house. That's not where I want to go. I want to go to my bed, my room. I'm so sorry. But I love Covey. He's a guy. He's a fella, dude.
He was a pleasure to have on here.
Some stuff that happened in that car. Like the other sidetrack story. I apologize to everyone who loves animals.
Oh no. Where is this going?
Ladies and gentlemen, I hit my first animal going to practice last week.
Yikes.
And we said no. Okay. We were coming out of going on University Boulevard, going past one of the many dealerships we have. Go get a car or something. I can't. And we were driving, and we weren't saying a word. Music was playing, whatever. We were both dead tired. And I see something moving in the road, and I'm like, man, let me change lanes so I don't kill it, right? It's a raccoon. I have my high beams on because I can't see. It sees the car. My car is decently sized. It sees my red car, says, ooh, I like that. I thought it was in the left lane. I was like, let me change to the right. It sees it this way, spins back this way, and starts bolting to my tire. America. I am not switching lanes to avoid a raccoon. I'm not hitting the barrier. I'm not hitting the metal barrier. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to lie. I value my life more than a raccoon's. I might have hit the raccoon. Couldn't find it after. And we probably got to a light. We looked at each other. Started dying laughing. It's unfortunate. R.I.P. my man Raccoon.
R.I.P. the raccoon.
R.I.P. Raccoon.
Very unfortunate. I live though. So.
Raccoon didn't.
Should have not gone to my tire.
Yeah. Just like the red car, I guess. I don't know.
He likes the color red.
All he saw was red before and after, so.
Well, speaking of Covey, he got his first goal.
Yay! Covey first goal.
Great transition, boys.
Thanks, Covey.
Great transition, boys. That's
Good thing this guy's here.
That's wild.
Thank you, Borshi.
Can we also, man, I wish we had a clip. We were talking about it the other day when we were going to Sheets for the 30th time in the week. That was the 10th goal and a 10-1 win. Ladies and gentlemen, no one was following Covey in the handshake line. And he came by, he's like, that's the first one. And I was like, you're also the only one in the line. And he didn't know that. It was great to watch.
It was hilarious.
He's very embarrassed about that.
You got to celebrate your first goal.
You
do. Have to.
It's just only the 10th goal.
Yeah. Don't worry about the score on that side. Just worry you got the first goal. That's something you
man.
hopefully will experience soon. The right way.
Yeah.
The right way, Mr. Lindsey. Not banking it off of Mr. Donnelly in front of the net.
Guys, I cannot put the puck in the back of the net. It's so bad.
Neither can I,
Mr.
fine,
Barr.
yeah.
Guys,
But-
we're the same person.
One just
Literally.
a senior, one just a freshman.
Exactly.
You're dishers, not scorers. That's how this works.
Yeah.
Dishers. I like that name. Dishers.
The dishers. Put it on the ticker, the dishers.
Put it on the ticker, the dishers. That might be the next Instagram quote. Thank you so much.
Welcome. Better tag me.
There it is. I absolutely
Unlike Hockey
will.
House,
That will.
tag me.
Are you serious?
Hockey House.
That's egregious.
They did a campus rec. I'll give them that though. I get partial credit
That's
there.
egregious.
Get your McFlurries.
Oh, yes. I did see that. I was scrolling Instagram 30 minutes ago. It's fine.
Yeah. Let's learn a little bit about you guys. We learned a little about Brandon. We'll go back to you in a moment. What about you, Mr. Barr? Kind of talk us about your childhood hockey career. What ended up you coming here to RMU?
I am from Asheboro, North Carolina, small town. Not very big, but, great place to live, in case anybody wants to know. But I grew up, in case you want to know hockey in Asheboro, North Carolina, we didn't have a rink. So I grew up playing in Greensboro, which is about 30 minutes from my house, for like half of my youth hockey career until I was about 12, 13. And then I didn't move, but started playing in Raleigh, North Carolina, big city, Hurricanes, obviously. But played there for a few years, played a bit of AA, some AAA, some tournament teams for AAA. And then my dad is originally from Pennsylvania, so he knew about RMU, and we were looking at just places that would fit my academic needs and obviously hockey. And we saw that RMU had a pretty good amount of club hockey teams. So we put 2 and 2 together. I applied here, got in, obviously, and the rest is history. I've been here for 3 years now, which is crazy to say. It feels like it's been not that long, but
3 years. Dang, and then you're graduating in this spring.
Graduating in spring, yeah.
Not coming back for a fifth. Or maybe.
To be determined, but as of right now, we'll see.
Put that on the ticker. Barr coming back for 5th year. We're here to hear first.
This guy's absolutely
show
hilarious.
up like the Undertaker in WWE, just out of a coffin.
Just the roster's out for next year, and we just see the lights go
Just
down,
show on the
spotlight goes over, and then we see you.
Just skate out.
There he comes. Hey, Barr, 5th year. That's one way to make a come out of retirement, come back in.
Be sick. I'm gonna talk to Bubs about that. If I decide to, just make sure that's the way I come back in. Don't even show up to practice the first 2 weeks.
No one knows. Just show up.
Just show up for the first game.
Your first line center from Asheville, North Carolina, Nate Barr. Huh? Where? Drops down from the ceiling.
Just rappel down.
The other Southern boy, Mr. Lindsey, talked to us a little about Florida hockey.
Oh, it's growing. I'm from Tampa, Florida. Wow. The 2 main places down there are Tampa area and kind of like Miami-ish. It's nothing like it is up here. There's rinks every 15 minutes, seems like up here. Not down south. Where I lived, my home rink was 30 minutes away. And then where I also would practice and play was an hour. But it's not that bad. Trust me, guys, it's not that bad. There's no way. I'm joking. There's no way. Well, I mean, it's been growing for sure. I think a lot of us have been leaving as of late to go play different areas. I think it was the only person that went the college straight route. A lot of people went to Atlanta for juniors and Wisconsin, and they're going all over the place. A few people are in the Knoll right now, so I mean it's not too bad. And then we all I think annually we're gonna play in a game for one of our friends who sadly passed, but we play a game for her, and you can kind of see it's kind of cool seeing all the different teams around there. So it's pretty nice. It's fun to go back.
Yeah.
Trust me.
What about RMU kind of spoke to you to come all the way from Florida to Moon Township, Pennsylvania, the land of the hills, rather than sunny straight road Florida?
So I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even remember how I came across RMU. The original plan was to find a place that is really good academically, because I wanted to go play juniors, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm not gonna really go anywhere after hockey. I'll try. I'm gonna try my hardest, and I'm gonna try to speak it into existence, like my sister says. Hi, Larissa.
Hi, Larissa.
And Ariana. Love you guys.
Hi, Mrs. Lindsey as well.
Hi, everybody. Hi. But I want to focus on academics and kind of go make my parents proud in that aspect. So I talked to my coach, James Ryers, my 18U coach, and he was like, well, look at some good club hockey teams. And I was like, know how to do that, but I'll figure out, I guess. And then that was actually, when I first searched it up, the first game that came up was D1's game against Merciers. And I watched the whole game, and I was like, I kind of like this place. And then I searched it up, and it's like, I did not want to go to a big school like UF. Can't do that. I was like, I also don't want to stay in Florida because the hockey isn't particularly good. So, or the college level, I should say. So we left and we went searching. And then I was like, oh, let's go to RMU. And then I applied, got accepted, and I paid my deposit in, I think it was either Nashville or Memphis, Tennessee. We were driving back from Missouri. And my dad was like, pay for it. I was like, cool. And I applied, I got in. Yeah, now I'm here living with my man, Cadeyn Harrock. Love that guy. He's like, we're both like never in the room. We're always doing something. It's so wild. But yeah, everyone here has been so nice. I love it here. It's just too cold.
That's something you gotta get used to pretty quick here.
Adjustment, yeah.
Especially
So
today. Got in my car this morning at 7 a.m., 30 degrees. Walked out my apartment at 2 o'clock today, 70 degrees.
Ridiculous.
You said a great thing there, ladies and gentlemen. You said 7 a.m. Shout out to the roller hockey team of Robert Morris University.
Love your roller team.
That's a whole other story of how I got onto that predicament.
We'll talk about that when you're done with this story.
Oh, that's wonderful.
This is Lindsey says hello, everyone.
I love you, Mom. I love you, Mom. Oh my gosh, I actually can't wait to see you. That's so nice. Oh, I love her. I'm sorry.
Continue with your story, Mr.
Yeah, we just have to wake up at practice is at 6 something in the morning. Me and Cadeyn have this system usually when we're not in the room or in the room sleeping together. We have an alarm set for 5:15, both of us. We turn it off, go back to sleep. And then his alarm will go off at, I think, 5:20. He'll turn it off, go back to sleep. I have an alarm for 5:30. We'll turn that off, and then he has one more alarm for 5:35. And we'll get up. It's happened like 3 weeks in a row, except for this morning. So, good system. I think we got going. We haven't been late to practice.
Not yet. Knock on wood for that.
We've been to the rink on time, just haven't gone on the roller rink on time. But Carlins understands.
Sorry, Carl.
Love you, Carl.
We do love Carl. This is a very pro Derek Carlins account here.
Bro, Derek Carlins.
Him, Mr. Reinberg, Mr. Mikey Tapleside. I love you
Absolutely.
three. Those are my boys.
Great individuals.
All right, let's go behind the table. We got Andrew Kiehl, your own teammate here. Mr. Kiehl, question for the boys.
All right. I'll go off the question I asked last week. Obviously, Crawford was not at our game versus Cal U. If you had to pick, who would you give a third A for that? Who would you have given a third A for that Cal game?
Yikes. I probably would have said. I mean, it's hard for me because I would go. I got two angles here.
Okay.
I would say Ty, Mr. Antonellis, just up there with Riff. I think both of them just lead the team just by example, and then obviously I'd say maybe Chris Connolly just for the veteran presence. He's a pretty loud is an overstatement, but
in
he's
the
a
way
vocal
Chris
guy.
Connolly talks, I guess would be loud. He's
Yeah.
a very quiet kid.
He's a vocal guy. I wouldn't say loud.
Yeah.
I would go Ty for sure. He's a big example setter. But I will say, in the future, someone who I can see being a very vocal captain is Mr. John Wayne Kravitz. That guy is. He'll get some fire in you.
He's nuts.
He is nuts. Love him though.
He's a pretty loud guy.
He is my neighbor. He is my neighbor. Love him.
Fun neighbor.
Oh, he's also never in the room. So like, we'll always be usually together. Me, him, and Cubby. We'll stick together. First people I met here, so.
Let's go to your other teammate, the one who played in his first D4 game and got a point.
Borscht.
Mr. Borsch.
Great jersey.
Score prediction. What do you think this weekend?
Jeez.
How hard do you think they're going to try?
I would assume pretty hard, but
They're
will
pretty
it
bad.
matter though? I don't know.
it matters if UCLA tries.
Yeah, that's fair.
I genuinely do believe he is very shifty. He's very nimble. He's a good player. The depth chart isn't looking too great.
Rest of the roster.
Yeah, it's rough. Score. 7. 7-2 or 3. That's generous.
Let's say you guys averaged 8 goals against them so far this season.
Yeah.
That's generous. Yeah.
I'm gonna go a conservative 9-2.
Ooh, more than 8, but less than 10 from last week.
Conservative.
What do you mean conservative?
I think we're gonna keep it rolling here.
9.
Had to
9.
put a few good games together, and especially coming after a
In
big
league
win.
games, we average 8 1/3 goals a game.
Yeah, taking the over on us.
Oh my god.
Boys are buzzing
Third?
this time of year.
Jeez.
If you take out the PSB games, we average 8 1/3 goals a game.
PSB was the greatest we've ever played.
We played fantastic.
Really good. Wish you guys could have seen it, unfortunately.
But, no stream up there. I wasn't making the trip up to Erie, sorry. But
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
I don't
Sorry
blame
about
you.
it.
The rake was about 10 degrees.
Freezing.
That
right,
too.
dude. Yeah.
Mrs. Kiehl was not a fan of that in the 1980s couches that they had to sit on to watch the game.
These couches were rough.
Poor
The
couches.
rink was just rough. Can we?
The whole experience was just brutal.
Yes. It was.
Bus wasn't too bad though. It's always a good time on the bus at that.
You got the for Barr, if I'm not mistaken, the first time that your team in total stayed in a hotel as well.
Yeah. I was pretty sick too.
Why are you laughing, Mr. Lindsey?
This, things that will not be shared on the podcast, but my family will be hearing about when I go home.
Sorry.
I forgot that it was the team's first time actually being in a hotel, and it might have showed. It might have showed. It definitely showed. Just gotta shout out my man Covey once again. I will not. Oh, the food situation as well. Sorry, Bob. Sorry.
Oh my God.
So,
We had Bubs at a house and home.
yeah.
What did you get?
How
Way
many
too much
pizzas
food.
did he buy originally?
Originally, there were
Like-
16.
Yeah, he bought 16 pizzas. We ate all of them in, I think, a matter of like 20 minutes.
Not even. Not
if
even.
that. And then he bought more.
Probably, yeah,
And I
what,
think
10
there was
more?
only like, maybe 2-3 boxes of pizza left, and he bought like 10 or so more.
Jeez.
You
You guys are just gonna survive on pizza for
And
the
then
whole
Olive Garden
trip.
next day.
Oh, not.
Olive Garden the next day was maybe even worse.
What did
Yeah.
you get the next day?
Olive Garden, and then
What's wrong with Olive Garden?
no,
No, we just-
what was wrong with it was
we
the
went-
price.
Oh, that's fair.
That was what's wrong with it. Like, guys, newsflash, we're in college, not the heaviest financially. That hurt me to hear. I was like, yikes.
So did you guys go in the restaurant or did you cater it?
No, they
Catering.
catered. They brought it to us.
Ate on the bus back too because we had a lot of leftovers.
Not too many though.
Yeah.
There was like a container of noodles and Alfredo.
Yeah.
They at least give you breadsticks, warm
We did
breadsticks.
get warm breadsticks.
Okay.
Breadsticks.
They at least give you that. That's
Yeah.
brutal on Olive Garden's
Salads,
part.
mince.
Salads are always amazing. Italian dressing at Olive
Indeed.
Garden is top tier. Top tier.
And we had sandwiches before.
Yeah, we had sandwiches on the way to the first game. So.
And someone will not mention. I'm saying them a lot in this podcast. I wonder what I'm talking about, guys. Ate a whole sandwich and half of our great assistant captain Alex Lytle's sandwich, and stole Crawford's cheese. Wow, I wonder. And he sits right next to me on the bus. Man, only I drove him places with his giant speaker.
He's getting a lot of love today.
Covey's getting a lot of love right
I
now.
absolutely love Covey. He has been such a help to me here, like getting adjusted. So,
Good guy, Covey.
love
Good
Covey.
guy, Covey.
Good guy, Covey.
Since we're talking about Covey, he did get his first goal.
Mhm.
So my question to you two is, this weekend, who do you want to see score their first goal?
Barr.
Yeah.
Barr. Barr.
It's up there.
I was gonna say Owen, but
He scored.
he did score. But
Yeah.
we were on the bench, and me and him both couldn't buy one in the last game. And he's like, "Dude, one of us is gonna get something." And I was like, "That's fair." It happened to be him, not me, unfortunately. Won't lie. But yeah, I want to see Barr get one.
I did
Sure.
say he did call his own shot before the game. We were going out for warm-ups, and he said, "I'm due."
It's very due.
Scored.
It's about due.
But he called a shot. He's ready for it. So, think here. I'm trying to think of who even doesn't have.
You got this one. You got Mr. Bucci. He doesn't have one. I don't
Got
think.
the list.
Does
Okay, go
Schaefer
ahead.
have one?
No, Boris, put your hand down.
Borscht does not have one.
You got first point, you know.
Yeah,
you
you just need the
gotta
point.
temper expectations.
Wolfie.
Yeah.
Oh my
Wolfie
Lanta.
would be a good one.
Wolfie.
I think I'll go Bucci. Another goal from the back end.
True.
You want me to keep going?
Hmm?
Keep going?
Yeah, just listen out to be
Yeah, go
honest.
ahead.
Bucci, you haven't. Cheesy did. You haven't.
Wow. Shocker. Shocker.
DZ, Lytle, Shaver, and that's it.
Actually, I'd love to see Lytle get a goal.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
That would, be,
Lytle.
that would be huge energy. for
Lytle scoring. He almost did.
Yeah.
It was.
A nice 2-on-1 last game.
It was great.
I was so sad when Lytle didn't bury it.
I know.
Oh, we were getting so excited seeing Lytle bury down the ice. And I was like, please put it in, please.
Need
Nope.
a Lytle goal for the morale. Need one.
For the morale of
For
the
sure.
team, we did it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Lytle for my.
Lytle,
Who I'd
that's a
most like
great
to see
pick.
score this week.
Well, before
Here, speed it
before
up
it
here.
cuts, we got the board to the left of us, boys. You guys get to pick the two next players to come on the pod. Who are you guys gonna go with?
He goes Cons, both of them.
Yep, we're gonna go with Connolly.
Connolly brothers. Yeah.
The
They're-
Connolly pod.
They are going to run this podcast, ladies and gentlemen. You're in for a treat.